All right, welcome back, race fans, to the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series presented by TeamVLR.com. Round number 3, and it looks like the famous Eldora Speedway was chosen with a random draw here tonight for the 360 Sprint Car Division. Should put on one heck of a feature event here later on tonight. Format a little different than our 305 Sprint Car Series. We'll run our qualifying session, 2 laps, and then we'll run 4 heat races where the top 4 drivers from each of those will transfer directly to the feature event. We'll run a C main and then a B main. And then we'll run a feature event right after that. Once again, we are live here on the RaceOnTexas.com Facebook page. Usually you hear the voice of Nick Robbins calling these races for the Team VLR Sprint Car Series, but unfortunately Nick had other things to do tonight, so my name is Tommy Rowe. I'm here filling in the booth for him tonight. We're set to bring you all the action here live from Eldora Speedway. Just about 6 minutes into this practice, currently sitting on the quick time here in the 360 Sprint Cars. Chris Brenner with a 13.821. Howard Weaver sitting in second. Timothy Smith third. Britton Roxbury fourth. Your 305 Sprint Car feature winner, Cole Littlehoff, he's down there on the charts. We'll have to make some improvements. He's currently sitting 11th quickest here in this practice time. He just took home the win in the 305 Sprint Car Series at the Volusia Speedway Park. A little more power in these 360 Sprint Cars. We'll see if can't get some great racing action from Howard Weaver, currently sitting second on the quick time charts. As we saw last in the 305 Sprint Car Series with Howard Weaver, being fast in practice doesn't always accumulate to being fast in the feature event. Jason Nygaard currently sitting 5th quickest so far in practice with a 13.88. Once again, very close qualifying times, 13.82 all the way down to a 14.097 of Kevin Fry. About 0.2 of a second, and that's between positions 1 through 17. Currently got about 25 drivers in the circuit. Currently right now, your Race on Texas 360 Sprint Car standings. Austin Zimmerman sitting on top of the leaderboards. So far with 2 top 5 finishes. Got a runner-up finish as well. Britton Roxbury back there in 3rd with a feature win. Lone other feature win driver, Alex Bergeron, sitting back in 15th position in the points. He only has 1 start. Ace Cabray sitting 2nd right behind Austin Zimmerman, just 2 points out of the point standing so far. Ace Cabray currently sits 12th in quick time so far here at the Eldora practice. And unlike the 305 Sprint Car Series, this is not a fixed setup. These are open setups, so these drivers have a little advantage of being able to tweak their setups a little bit to get them just right for the feature event here later on tonight. Chris Brennan still sitting on top of the leaderboards with a 13.82, and the thing about Eldora is you can run this track in very, very quickly, and the times will slow down pretty darn fast. These drivers are already running times around the high 14-second bracket already. Howard Weaver just turned a lap of a 13.013 compared to his best lap of a 13.83, so just a little bit off from where he's been running. Jason Nygaard, the 22 machine. And the Team SETI number 22 car out there, turning a couple of laps around the racetrack. His best time was a 13.881. Really not touching that right now. The 14.277 his last time by. It looks like this track is already slowed down at least 0.2 of a second from where these drivers were just a few minutes ago. Chris Brenner back on the racetrack in the Wicked Cushion number 7 driven machine. Set to turn a couple of more laps here. We'll see what Chris Brenner can do. Compare his laps. But as I say that, the session has been advanced and we are into qualifying for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series, and the first man out on the racetrack in the 005. That'll be Braden Eiler. Braden Eiler in the bright orange Rockstar 005 with the Cushion machine, getting set to turn a couple of laps here in qualifying. And Eiler can turn down on his first lap. Braden Eiler's first lap around the racetrack of 14.026. One more time around the racetrack for Braden Eiler. These drivers getting their qualifying times in right now. Braden Eiler's second lap, a little bit slower with a 14.16. Chase Cabre in the 41 machine, he just put down quick time, and as I say that, Austin Silverman, 18 car, throws it down with a 14.013. Austin Silverman, your current points leader for the Race on Texas 360 Sprint Car Series. Sitting on top of the leader charts right now, the 14.013. Chase Cabre with a 14.2023. And Braden Eiler with a 14.026. My goodness, how close the times are right now. James Edens, who we just saw with a great battle with Cole Newhoff in the 305 Sprint Car Series back there in 4th. And Rusty Kruger sitting in the top 5 as well. Still quite a few more drivers set to take their qualifying attempts. Another driver out on the racetrack right now, David Heileman. The Heilemaniac in the 17 car. TAC 3 defense machine car. Going around the racetrack, getting set to turn his first lap. David Heileman, a very strong competitor here in these 360 sprint cars, coming out of turn number 4. His first lap will be a 4. Maybe it did not count it. He's on lap number 2 this time. He's coming out of turn number 3 and 4 this time. It'll be a 14.011. That'll move him second quick because Howard Weaver and the 07 machine just threw down a 13.975. Howard Weaver with a very strong qualifying effort right there. Still a few more drivers left to make their qualifying attempt. Only driver to not make a qualifying attempt is the 23 car of Logan Rumsey. We do have another Austin Simmelman in the room, but I do not believe he is going to be able to make it, as I believe you're only allowed one driver per race. So like it's one driver left to make their qualifying attempt, the 23 car of Logan Rumsey. We'll see if he can come out on the racetrack. But nonetheless, Howard Weaver with an excellent qualifying effort, 13.975, puts him atop of the leaderboards here for the Race on Texas 360 Sprint Cars at Eldora Speedway. And qualifying is over. And Howard Weaver will take home the pole here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. Just like that, we're getting ready to start heat race number 1 for the Race on Texas 360 Sprint Car Series. And starting on the front row on the inside in the 07 machine, that'll be Howard Weaver. To his outside in the 41 car, that'll be Chase Cabre. Second row on the inside in the 52 machine, that purple Hoosier Racing tire, that'll be James Edens. And to his outside in the 22 car, that'll be Jason Nygaard. Third row back in the 12 machine, that'll be Cole Cabre. And to his outside in the 25 car, the RCR machine, that'll be Michael Heileman. Row number 4 will see the 7 car of Shane Kelly. Good looking number 7 machine. Goes outside in the 21 car. That'll be Kevin Fry. 8 drivers, 10 laps to distance. Top 4 transferred directly to tonight's feature event. Once again, race fans, if you're out there watching on raceontexas.com, hit the like button, hit the share button. We're about to go green flag racing for the 360 Sprint Car Series. I want to apologize about my voice. I've been battling the flu pretty much all weekend. Been awful. Nonetheless, the pace truck, this time out of turn number 4, getting set to pull in. Howard Weaver. Chase Cabray gets set to lead him back to the green. Pace truck getting set to pull that hard left-hand turn inside the pits. Howard Weaver, Chase Cabray. Out of turn number 4, green flag is out, and we are underway here in heat race number 1. Howard Weaver's going to lay him into turn number 1 as your race leader. Cabray's going to go all the way to the top of the racetrack. That's going to allow James Eames on the inside to dip his nose down in there for second momentarily. Jason Nygaard back there in 4th. Got 4 single file right now. Weaver's going to lead lap number 1. Cabray back there in 2nd. Howard Weaver still your race leader. Chase Cabray back there in 2nd. Foul racing right now. Top 5 drivers. Cole Cabray back there in 5th. Once again, top 4 drivers transfer directly to tonight's feature event. Weaver's pretty much stretched his lead out just a little bit over Cabray. Bring it up. A lap counter right now. Weaver got about just a half-second lead over Chase Cabray. He's actually stretched into 0.6 of a second lead that time by. And the battle is on now for that 4th and final transfer spot. As we're just over halfway, Jason Nygaard back there in the 22 machine. He's challenging Eames for 3rd, but here comes the 12th car of Cole Cabray. 3-car battle about to heat up for 3rd. Eames all the way on the top of the racetrack. Nygaard trying to get his nose down on the inside. That might open the door up for Cole Cabray on the outside to try to make a run. Nygaard's going to try to dip it back down low again. Can't quite meet the pass stick over James Eames. Cole Cabray still looking for a way around 22 of Jason Nygaard. That's for your 4th and final transfer spot here in race number 1. Howard Weaver coming around to get the 2-lap to-go signal this time. 2 more times around the racetrack for Howard Weaver. But the battle is on right here for that 4th and final transfer spot. Jason Nygaard diving down to the bottom of the racetrack. Looking for 2nd. Howard Weaver going to come around and take the white flag. One more time around the racetrack. Who's going to take home the 4th and final transfer spot here in race number 1. Jason Nygaard trying to take over 2nd from Chase Cabray. James Eames on the top of the racetrack in the purple 52 machine. Jason Nygaard back there in 3rd. And it'll be Howard Weaver taking home the win. Chase Cabray 2nd. Jason Nygaard 3rd. And James Eames will take home the 4th and final transfer spot here in heat race number 1. Great drive for Howard Weaver right there. He led from start to finish. Able to pull away from the rest of the field, but a great battle right there for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and even 5th place spot between the rest of these drivers. All right, we got Howard Weaver up here in the booth. Howard Weaver, it's time in the booth to get a copy, bud.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, great heat race win right there. Makes up for that lousy finish in the 305s.
Well, I was up from 14th to 4th in the 305s pretty quick, and so Lepresto, he did what he does. And so, yeah, I didn't expect to get pole in this one, though, so that was a surprise.
Well, great run out there in the heat race, Howard. Hope to see you back here after the feature, maybe pull off a feature win.
Well, I doubt that, but either way, maybe after I leave the infield care center.
Maybe so. Well, once again, Howard, good luck. We're going to get set to go for heat race number 2.
Thank you.
All right, heat race number 2 already out on the racetrack. Go ahead and read out the starting lineup. David Heilman, Braden Eiler, your front row. Randall Carter, Chris Brenner, the second row. Brent Roxbury and Ryan Martin on the third row. Davey Nall and Anthony Lepresto on the fourth row. And Logan Rumsey in the 23 machine, all back there by himself on row number 5. All right, these drivers got the 1-to-go signal. This time out of turn number 4, they'll go back to green. David Heilman and the 17 TAC 3 defense machine at the 005 of Braden Eiler set to lead him back to the green. This time out of turn number 4. Once you're in, race fans out there, you're watching the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series presented by TeamVLR.com from the Eldora Speedway. Usually you hear Nick Robbins up here in the booth calling these races, but my name is Tommy Real, and I'm calling the races tonight, filling in for Nick. And we are underway here in heat race number 2. David Heilman is going to lead him down the back straightaway on lap number 1. Great start for David Heilman. Braden Eiler back there in second. And the battle is on for that third place spot between Randall Carter and Chris Brenner. Brenner's going to work the outside of the racetrack, power away around the 37 of Randall Carter. Now Brenner's got his sights set on the second place car of Braden Eiler. David Heilman is going to lead to lap number 2 as well. And now the battle is on for that fourth and final transfer spot. Randall Carter has it to 421. Britton Roxbury, he wants it. He's all over the back bumper of the 37 of Randall Carter. 3 laps down, 7 laps remaining here in heat race number 2. Chris Brenner in the 70 machine, he's worked his way up to second, trying to gain ground under the race leader. The 17 car, David Heilman. 005, Braden Eiler back there in third. He's getting a big challenge right now from the 421 of Britton Roxbury, who's side by side for Randall Carter. And that's for your fourth and final transfer spot. And Roxbury slides around, but Carter's trying to slide him right back. And he makes it 3 wide right there, almost for third. And here comes Eiler back on the inside for Chris Brenner. They make contact. Contact with Eiler and Randall Carter. And that'll cost him to go back to the tail of the field. That'll put Britton Roxbury in third, and Anthony Lepresto, who started 8th, he'll benefit and be in the fourth and final transfer spot. Ryan Martin now to 024. He's now the driver on the outside looking in. He's challenging the 157 of Lepresto for that fourth and final transfer spot is David Heilman. He's all but checked out here in race number 2. Chris Brenner sitting back there in second. Roxbury able to hang on for the third place spot at the moment. But the battle is on once again for that fourth and final transfer spot between the 157 of Anthony Lepresto. As I say that to 024, Ryan Martin falls back just a little bit. David Heilman's coming around out of turn number 4. He'll take home the win here in heat race number 2. Brenner take home second, Roxbury third, and Anthony Lepresto. He'll take home the fourth and final transfer spot here in heat race number 2. Wild racing action right there in heat race number 3. Let's hope it keeps up in heat race number 2. Let's hope it keeps up in heat race number 3. As you've got your current RaceOnTexas.com 360 points leader starting on the front row in the 18 car, that's Austin Simmelman. Who's outside in the 8 car. Here's your winner earlier tonight in the Race on Texas 305 sprint cars. That'll be Cole Newhoffen. Second row on the inside, in the 5 car, that'll be Rusty Kruger. And to his outside in the 00 machine, that'll be Timothy Smith. Skylar Brown in the 97 and Stephen Califoda will be row number 3. Row number 4 will see Dylan Workman and Jeffrey Vaughn in the 9 car. 8 drivers, 10 laps to distance. Once again, top 4 will transfer directly to the feature event. The rest will have to come from a B or C main here later on tonight. Austin Semmelman, your current RaceOnTexas.com 360 sprint car points leader. 2 top 5 so far, average finish of 3.5 in both races that he's ran. Nonetheless, the pace truck going down the back straightaway for the final time. Gets set to pull in turn number 3 and 4. It'll be up to Austin Semmelman and Cole Newhoffen. Can we keep them even and straight side by side coming out of turn number 4? Get on the loud pedal. Pace truck pulls in and Austin Semmelman is underway. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3 is underway. Austin Semmelman leads him into turn number 1. Cole Newhoffen back in second. And here comes the 0-0 machine with Timothy Smith on the outside. Austin Semmelman in lead lap number 1. Cole Newhoffen back there in second. Smith all over the back bumper now of the 8 car of Cole Newhoffen. Smith holding on for second. The final transfer spot right now being held on to the 5 car of Rusty Kruger. Even Calabona in the outside looking in at the moment. We'll see if he can't gain any ground on Kruger to make something happen. Driving away from these guys right now. Last lap 14.337, although Newhoffen was a little faster. Out this time by. Newhoffen's best lap of the race so far, 14.26. Next best lap was Cole Newhoffen with a 14.33. Austin Semmelman has something figured out here in heat race number 3. Final racing right now, 1 through 4, actually 1 through 5, 1 through 6 at the moment. Drivers pretty much nose to tail. Here comes the 97 car, Skylar Brown diving on the inside of Stephen Calabona. That's the battle for 5th. That's actually the best battle on the racetrack right now. As we're coming up with 3 laps to go for Austin Semmelman in the 18 machine. Driving away from the rest of the field, he's got about a half-second lead over Cole Newhoffen in the 8 car. Newhoffen trying to run it down. He's actually closed the gap a little bit. The gap is down to 3.39, 0.33 that time by 2 more times around the racetrack for Austin Semmelman. Austin Semmelman gets the white flag. 1 more time around the racetrack for Austin Semmelman. I don't think Cole Newhoffen's going to have anything for him, as Austin Semmelman will take home the win here in heat race number 3. Cole Newhoffen will take home 2nd, Timothy Smith 3rd, and Rusty Kruger will take home the 4th and final transfer spot here in heat race number 3. All right, 3 heats down, already up to our B main. We'll take the top 8 drivers from this. We'll have 14 drivers starting. We'll take the top 8 from here. And that'll make up our 20 car field for our 360 main event here in just a little bit. Go ahead and read off the starting grid for tonight's B main, starting on the front, on the inside, and the 12 machine, that'll be Cole Cabré. Goes outside, the 23 car, that'll be Logan Rumsey. Stephen Calavoda and Kevin Fry will be row number 2. Brian Martin and Skylar Brown, row number 3. Michael Heileman, Davey Nall, row number 4. Dylan Workman and Shane Kelly will be row number 5. Randall Carter and Jeffrey Vaughn in row number 6. And sitting back there all by himself in the 005 machine. A lot of bad luck earlier on tonight. See if he can't make up for it here in the B main. It'll be the 005 of Braden Eiler. Drivers set to take the grid here in the B main. One of them will not make the call, obviously. Top 8 will transfer into the feature event. The rest are done for the night. Once again, race fans, you are watching the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series presented by TeamVLR.com. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. My name is Tommy Rowe. Usually you hear the voice of Nick Robbins up here in the booth calling these races. Unfortunately, Nick could not make it tonight, so I'm filling in for him. Hopefully you can bear with me through that as we get set to go here for B-main action for the 360 Sprint Car Series. Green flag is out and we are underway. Cole Cabrera is going to lead him into turn number 1. Big three-wide battle right there behind him for second, third, and fourth. Logan Rumsey is going to settle into second. Got a swarm of drivers back there about positions 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 places where we're going to keep our eye out on. That's going to be the 8th and final transfer right now. He holds on to the 15 car. Dylan Workman, he's the man on the bubble. 97 car, Skylar Brown on the outside looking in. Workman into 15. He's sitting in 8th. Trying to hold on to that 8th and final transfer spot. 12 laps to distance here at the B-main. These laps will go by very quickly here at the Eldora Speedway. Workman still able to hold on to the top of the racetrack. Able to hold off the 97 of Skylar Brown at the moment. That's your 8th and final transfer spot. Back up front, Cole Cabrera running off with the race lead. Logan Rumsey right behind him in second. Probably not going to see much of a challenge behind there for these guys. But back here between 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, that's where the battle is going to be for that 8th and final transfer spot. Right now, Skylar Brown has moved into that 8th and final transfer spot. And Michael Heilman in the 25. He's now the man on the outside looking in. Look at this wad of cars right here. 6 cars all battling for that 8th and final transfer spot. Right now, Kevin Fry in the 21. He's the man on the bubble at the moment. But who's going to hold on to it? Halfway home here. A little over halfway home. 7 laps down. 5 laps remaining here in the B-main event. Back and forth action right here between 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th for these B-main transfers. Cabrera still holding on to about a second lead over the rest of the field. We got a big crash in the middle. Expecting it to happen. Lots of drivers that were battling for transfer spots. Randall Carter involved, Stephen Calavoda. 97 of Skylar Brown, all involved. That'll put a lot of heavy hitters out of the race early on here in the B-main. Nonetheless, Jeffrey Vaughn, car number 9, he's holding on to the 8th and final transfer spot right now. Lap number 11, he's coming around to take the white flag. He's got one more time around the racetrack to get in tonight's main event for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series. And Jeffrey Vaughn will take home that final transfer spot. As Logan Rumsey, he picks up the win. Now Cole Cabrera picks up the win. Logan Rumsey second, Ryan Martin third, Braden Nyler fourth, Kevin Fry in fifth. Dylan Workman 6th, Michael Heilman 7th, and Jeffrey Vaughn will take home the 8th and final transfer spot. Tough luck for some of these drivers out there in that B-main event, especially Randall Carter. He's had bad luck in the 305s and 360 Sprint Car Series tonight. Just can't seem to catch a break. Had a very fast race car in both events. These drivers getting a couple of hot laps in before tonight's feature event. We'll have 20 drivers get set to go. Don't forget, race fans, in the feature event, caution laps will not count. But we will finish under green here in the feature event. It'll say 250 on the board, 250 laps. We will not go 250 laps. We'll go, I can't remember if it's 30 or 40 green flag laps for the 360 sprint cars. I will find out here and pass it on to you out there watching at home. Don't forget, race fans, you are watching the RaceOnTexas.com Sprint Car Money Series, presented by TeamVLR.com. We're getting set to grid up for our 20-car feature event. These drivers getting set to grid up here in just a moment. Go ahead and read off the starting lineup for tonight's A main event. Starting on the front row on the inside, the 07 machine, that'll be Howard Weaver. To his outside, the 17 car, that'll be David Heilman. Second row on the inside, in the 18 car, will see Austin Simmelman. And to his outside, the 41, that'll be Chase Cabray. Third row back in the 70 car on the inside will be Chris Brenner. And to his outside, tonight's 305 feature winner in the 8 car, that'll be Cole Newhoffen. On the fourth row on the inside, in the 22 car, that'll be Jason Nygaard. To his outside, in the 421, that'll be Britton Roxbury. Fifth row on the inside, in the 00 machine, that'll be Timothy Smith. And to his outside, in the 52 car, that'll be James Edens. Sixth row back, in the 157 machine on the inside, it'll be Anthony Lepresto. And to his outside, in the 5 car, that'll be Rusty Kruger. Cole Cabray in the 12 car will make up the inside row for row number 7. The outside, the 23 car, that'll be Logan Rumsey. Brian Martin in the 024, and Braden Nutler in the 005 will be row number 8. Kevin Fry in the 21 car, and Dylan Workman in the 15 will be row number 9. And the 10th and final row here tonight for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Money Series. On the inside, the 25 car, that'll be Michael Heilman. And to his outside, the 9 car, that'll be Jeffrey Vaughn. 20 drivers getting set to go. Pace truck getting set to pull in, and we are underway here for tonight's A-main feature event. Howard Weaver, David Heilman leading into turn number 1. Look at Austin Simmelman inside, trying to make it 3 wide for the race lead down the back straightaway. Howard Weaver's going to lead into turn number 3 and 4. Simmelman on the bottom right there, trying to close the gap on Weaver. He's not going to make it happen. Simmelman's still on the bottom of the racetrack. Simmelman able to sneak up side by side with Weaver. Battle is on for the race lead. David Heilman trying to work the outside of the racetrack. Side by side, almost 3 wide for the race lead. Simmelman, Weaver, Heilman right there. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Chase Cabray in the 41 car as well, trying to make it a 4-car dance. He's pulled up to the top of the racetrack. He likes the outside of the racetrack. Look at him riding the cushion up there. He's going to pass by David Heilman. He's going to try to slide it on Howard Weaver. And Chase Cabray, your new man up front. Chase Cabray's going to lead lap number 4. Howard Weaver back to second. David Heilman third. Cole Newhoffen up to 5th now as Austin Simmelman's falling back from the bottom of the racetrack. We'll see as Simmelman moves up to the top, and Chase Cabray, with a daring move earlier, has moved himself up to the top of the leaderboard. Howard Weaver back to second. 5 laps down. We got a caution out on the racetrack. back and look and see who this caution was on. Got Jeffrey Vaughn, 9 car in the pits. Not sure what happened to him. Like Jeffrey Vaughn just kind of disappeared a little bit on my end of the screen. Not sure if that brought out the caution or not. Nonetheless, we have our first caution of the night here. Chase Cabret in the 41 machine. He's your current race leader. Laps now, 23 laps to go for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Money Series. I'm going to go ahead and give it a nominee for an award here tonight. Move of the night already. Chase Cabret, the outside to the inside with that bold slide job he pulled on Howard Weaver to get up to the race lead was pretty awesome to watch already. Austin Simmelman sitting back there in third. David Heilman back in fourth, and James Edens currently sitting in the top 5 at the moment. Once again, 7 laps complete, 23 laps remaining. Race Trucks pulls back in. We are back underway here at Eldora Speedway. Chase Cabret back out in front with a great restart. Here comes Austin Simmelman trying to make the inside work again. And that's going to allow the 52 car of James Edens and David Heilman to pull up right beside him as well. They're almost 4 wide back there for the second. Simmelman, Heilman, Edens, Weaver all back there together. We got a car going upside down. Looks like he was able to keep it straight though, and we stayed green. And we got contact with Howard Weaver. Caution out on the racetrack, Howard Weaver. Your pole sitter, heat race number 1 winner. Not having the best of nights. Going into turn number 3 and 4, a little contact between him and the 52 of James Edens. And the finish by Cole Newhoffen will send Howard Weaver upside down and into the pits. And, well, he's not in the pits just yet. He does not have a very good looking race car. I think these guys do have 1 mulligan. Means he can go into the pits and get a nice little wing and come back out on the racetrack and tag the rear of the field and try this again one more time. Jason Nygaard also in the pits, 2 laps down. Jeffrey Vaughn, those are your only other drivers out of the race so far. Nonetheless, we are 9 laps down, 21 laps to go here for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series. You're watching out there live on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the share button. 9 laps down, 21 laps to go. To get set to go green next time out of turn number 4. Chase Cabret, your race leader. Austin Simmelman 2nd. James Edens 3rd. David Heilman 4th. And Chris Brenner up to the top 5 now in the 70 machine. Chase Cabret in that black number 41 Wicked Cushion machine gets set to lead him back to the green right here out of turn number 4. Pace truck gets set to pull that hard left-hand turn. Green flag is back out, and we are back underway here. Braves gets a great restart at turn number 1. Simmelman right back into 2nd. Look at Heilman on the bottom of the racetrack. James Edens is going to try to use the very top of the racetrack to power around both of them. That's where Cabret was running. He made the move for the race lead earlier on. Still trying to make that bottom work. Still nothing there for him. And 10 laps down, 20 laps remaining now. Coming up to 19 laps still. Chase Cabret still holding on to the race Eden's lead. Battle is on back behind him, though. Great battle for third. Chris Brenner now. He's going to move past Austin Simmelman. Simmelman back to fourth. And David Heileman is going to use the outside of the racetrack to move into the fourth position as well. Simmelman back to the fifth position. Further on back, Timothy Smith sits back there in sixth as well. Cole Newhoffen back there in seventh. As I say that, and Resto makes a pass on Newhoffen and tries to put him in eighth. Chase Cabray still holding on to the race lead. James Eden's in the 52 machine trying to close the gap. Brenner sitting back there in third. He's actually close in distance between him and James Eden. So we'll see if Chris Brenner can come into play later on. Coming up to halfway home. As I say that, we have a caution out on the racetrack. Caution flag flies for the third time. It looks like it may be the 23 car of Logan Rumsey. Looks like he was trying to pull into the pits. Rumsey hit the wall. We got a couple other drivers spun around as well. All kind of mess going on out here. Chase Cabray has been able to hold him off so far. Once he's found his way to the front, he's got a very strong race car. We'll see if he'll have any type of challengers back there behind him. James Eden has worked his way up to second. Chris Brenner third. David Heileman and back there in fourth, and Austin Simmelman in fifth. 15 laps down, 15 laps remaining. Once again, race fans, you're watching the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Money Series presented by TeamVLR.com. Be out there, let us know who you're rooting for. Type it in on Facebook. Let us know who your favorite driver is, who you think should win. Which driver do you least like the worst? My name is Tommy Rowe up here in the booth. Usually you hear the voice of Nick Robbins calling all the action. Nonetheless, pace truck pulling back in, and we are back underway halfway down here in the Race on Texas 360 Sprint Car Series at Eldora Speedway. Chase Cabray back on the gas, down the back straightaway. James Eden's riding that cushion, sitting second. Chris Brenner third. Single file racing pretty much right now, 1 through 5. David Heileman, he's going to try to work the inside of the 70 car. Chris Brenner trying to move his way back up to third. Still single file racing right now, pretty much all the way through the field. Trying to go back to find some side-by-side racing, and you got to go back to the 421 of Britton Roxbury, who dives it in on Cole Newhoffen. Makes a hard move. Newhoffen able to keep it straight. Roxbury able to gain 2 positions out of that, move up to 7th. Newhoffen back to 9th. Got to be a little aggressive right here. Seems the top of the racetrack's the place to be. Austin Simmelman's tried that bottom of the racetrack and lost a bunch of positions quite a few times. He's now up there with everybody else, but he taps the wall. And now he makes contact with the double zero of Timothy Smith. They both keep it going. As we're coming up to 10 laps to go for Chase Cabray in the 41 machine. James Eden slowly trying to close the gap. Look at David Heileman trying to work that cushion as well. We have any Heilemaniacs out there tonight watching David Heileman? James Eden says close the gap. He's right there on the 41 machine of Chase Cabray. James Eden's going to dive it down in there, try to make a slide job happen here in turn number 3 and 4. Coming around at 8 laps to go. 8 more times around the racetrack for Chase Cabray in the 41 machine. 52 car. James Eden sitting back here in second. Heileman's going to try to dive it down to the inside of the 52 car for second. Make the pass stick. He does. He's going to try to slide it back. He can't quite make it happen. 7 laps to go for the 41 car. 17 machine. David Heileman back up to second now. We'll see if he has anything for Chase Cabray in the 41 machine. 24 laps down, 6 laps remaining. Eaton's going to slide right back in front of Heilman. This is probably the best battle on the racetrack right now for second. As these two drivers are trading slide jobs, Chase Cabret slowly pulling back away from these two. Heilman working the top of the racetrack now. 5 laps to go for Chase Cabret, coming up to 4 laps to go next time by. Chase Cabret coming up to 4 laps to go. David Heilman has him in his sights, and the caution is out on the racetrack. Caution out on the racetrack. And I believe it may be Howard Weaver. Howard Weaver has not had a good night in the 360 Sprint Car Series. Looks like he was trying to pull it into the pits. And it causes a yellow. Nonetheless, 26 laps down, 4 laps remaining for Chase Cabret in the 41 machine. David Heilman back there in second. He seems like he may have a little something for the 41 machine on the last run. He was slowly gaining ground. He had a big battle with the 52 car. For just a little bit, was able to get around him. Nonetheless, Chris Winter back there in fourth. Austin Silverman sitting in the top 5. Timothy Smith, Britton Roxbury, Anthony Lepresto, Cole Cabret, and Braden Nyler are currently sitting in the top 10. Cole Newhoffen, Dylan Workman, Ryan Martin, Michael Heilman, and Rusty Kruger in top 15. And as of right now, Kevin Fry is your only other driver on the racetrack. He is currently on the lead lap as well, sitting in 16th position. Started with 20. We still have 16 drivers on the racetrack with 4 laps to go. That's pretty good for the 360 Sprint Cars here at Eldora. The pace truck is pulling back in. We are back underway. 26 down, 4 laps to go for Chase Cabret in the 41 machine. Here comes James Edens on the inside, trying to make a big slide job happen down the back straightaway. Chase Cabret in the 41 car is going to come around to get the 3-lap to-go signal this time. David Heilman back there in second. He's got James Edens cleared. He's got the 41 set in his sights. Does he have enough time to catch him? Chase Cabret in the 41 machine. He's going to come around to get the 2-stick signal this time. 2 more times around the racetrack for the 41 car. Chase Cabret. David Heilman, he's going to drive it down there in the bottom, try to see if that'll work. It really doesn't. And Cabret's going to come out of turn number 3 and 4 and get the white flag. One more time around the racetrack for Chase Cabret in the 41 machine. Chase Cabret in the 41 car. He's going to go down the back straightaway for the final time. He's going to go into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to be uncontested. He made a great move early on, and it'll be Chase Cabret taking home the win here for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series. I believe James Edens was second, and David Heilman will take home third. The rest of the field will be unofficial, and I'm not quite sure of yet. Once again, Chase Cabret with a great move early on in the race, taking the lead. And then very strong run after that, able to hold off the rest of these drivers and take home the win here tonight. Week number 3 for the RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car Series. See if we have any of these guys up here in TeamSpeak that we can't get a word with. All right, I see David Heilman in the booth. We'll pull him down here. All right, David Heilman, it's Tommy in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Sure do, Tommy.
All right, man. Great race right there between you and James Edens. How was the race, bud?
Yeah, once we got up to second, I mean, track was pretty much top all the way around. It was just who could hit their entrances and exits, and it seemed like Chase could hit the exit or the entrance real good, but he was struggling out of the exits of the corners a little bit there, and that last caution kind of broke my rhythm, and then, yeah, especially last 2 laps, I got real sloppy and didn't really have a chance at him.
Yeah, it seems like you may have had something for the race leader before that last caution came out. You seemed like you had found the top of the racetrack and you were able to gain some ground on him. What happened after the caution?
Yeah, it was just a restart. I had to defend my line from James there, and that cost me a little ground. But then, yeah, I couldn't really. I was kind of scared to go up there and get on top of the cushion because I didn't really want to put it in the wall and ruin a good finish. But I guess we'll take it.
Well, David, still a hell of a run from you, man. Great effort tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or thanks here?
Yeah, I just want to apologize to all the Hyla I may have let down, but thank the guys at Team VLR, even though Howard kind of got in my way. But no, Attack 3 defense, down under graphics, Race on Texas for putting it on. Congrats to Chase and the win.
Well, David, if it makes you feel any better, Howard had another DNF here tonight.
Oh, that's probably, I think that's his third now in this series that he's not even, I won't even mention it. It's okay.
He's struggling.
Yeah, we're not surprised.
Well, David, once again, great race from you here tonight, and best of luck to you in the future, bud.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, I see our feature winner up there as well. I'm going to see if I can't pull him into the booth. All right, Chase Cabre, this is Tommy in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hell of a race here tonight. You take home the win for the Race on Texas 360 Sprint Car Series. First, I got to ask, what was going through your head when you made that move for the race lead early on, man? That was awesome to watch.
I knew I had a big run off the top side, and I was just wondering if Howard was going to go up to the wall or if he was going to, hang the middle down straightaway. And when he went up, I saw a gap, and I shot for it, and was able to pull a slider off in 3 and 4 and made it stick, and pretty much just try to put my head down and hit every mark consistently. I think James in the middle stages of the race, James Edens that is, was faster than I was in the middle portion. The top got so hard to run, and then like I said, I just kept trying to run it. And I knew with David Heileman coming up through the field, and once he got into second, that caution come out. I figured I needed to hit my marks perfectly. If not, he was going to drive right by me.
I'll tell you what, man, you drove a hell of a race tonight. You definitely had the car to beat. Anybody want to give a shout out or thanks here tonight before we let you go, bud?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Alex Bergeron for not being here because he would have kicked all of our butts on the fence tonight. So a shout out to him for letting us be able to play. But Driven Sim Sport, those guys always keep a good setup underneath us, and I think we prove it time and time again that you see us, up in the top portions of the field. So shout out to them, Wicked Cushion, you guys for putting on a broadcast, and VLR for putting on the league.
Chase, man, hell of a race here tonight, and congratulations on the win, and best of luck to you in the future, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, that's Chase Cabre, driver of the 41 machine, your RaceOnTexas.com 360 Sprint Car feature winner. Well, race fans, want to appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight. And don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share button. Go over to Race on Texas Facebook page and like their page as well. And follow all their broadcasts and content. And we hope to see you here next time for Race on Texas Sprint Car Series. And don't forget this Thursday night, the RaceOnTexas.com will be sponsoring the VLR Midnight Madness series as well. Looking forward to that as well. Always a fun series. So once again, want to thank RaceOnTexas.com for having me come on board and be the special guest announcer here tonight, filling in for Mr. Nick Robbins. And until next time, my name is Tommy Rowe here in the booth, and we'll see you next time. All right.